Hi everyone, in this tutorial we'll take a look at how to back up your Moodle either for the purpose of archiving it or for the purpose of creating a template to share with someone else. This is a procedure to follow if A, you're no longer using a Moodle course but would like to save it for future use, B, if you'd like to use your course as a template either to duplicate your work to use later or to share with another teacher, or if you just want a backup of your entire Moodle, including student work, before cleaning it out for next year. So to create this backup, the first thing I need to do is enter my Moodle shell. And you can see I've done that here. You can see I'm looking at the Moodle shell for the Expanding the Possibilities course. Obviously, you'll use the shell that you've created for your own course. And then I'm going to go down to my administrative panel. And so if you go looking for this box, which you only see if you're the teacher of the course, among the options, one of the options is backup. So I'm going to press the backup button. And when I do, it takes me to a screen that looks like this. And what it's doing right now is asking me what kinds of things I'd like to back up. So for example, if I'm backing this up for archiving purposes so that I can save student work when I delete users from the system, I would basically keep things exactly as is. But in my case, I'd like to save this as a template because I'd like to start this blank next year as a brand new course. So to do that, all I'm going to do is go to this Include Enrolled Users and uncheck it. And when I do, a whole bunch of other options go blank as well. And that's fine. I'm going to now scroll over to the right and push the Next button. The next set of questions it's going to ask me is what specific objects within my Moodle do I want to back up? So I have, in this Moodle for example, I've got some messages, I've got discussion forums, I've got some assessment tools, etc. You also will notice that on the right hand side that everywhere where I've got a choice of bringing in user data, those are all X'd out because I elected in the previous screen not to include any user data, so if there were student work that wouldn't come across in this backup. So most often you'll want to back up everything, and that's the case here, so I'm going to scroll down. I am in mine going to clear out just a handful of things because these I created as part of Moodle instructions, so I didn't actually post these, as you can tell by the file names, for any purpose than to demonstrate certain Moodle objects. And so I'm going to uncheck those because I don't want those in my backup. Again, I'm going to scroll to the bottom, and again on the right hand side I'll get a Next button. And when I press that, it'll take me to the last screen of the backup where it says, okay, what's the file name you want to use? And I'll just go with the original file name. We'll almost always have the same layout. It says Backup Moodle 2 Course. Then we'll give it the short name of the course, so the short name for this course is iDesign. And then the date, so the date of this recording is June 12th, 2012, so you can see that's on here, and it was recorded at exactly 12:16. That's a great way to keep track of which version of the course you're backing up. It also tells me what things I have selected to install, so you can see that it's going to install activities, blocks, filters, and pretty much everything that I've used in that particular course. So now I'm going to scroll to the very bottom of that, and on the right hand side I now, instead of having a Next button, I have a Perform Backup button. So when I press that button, Moodle starts to churn away, and just a warning, this could take a little while depending on how much content you've got in the course. In the case of this one, it happened fairly quickly, and it takes you to a screen that says Backup File was successfully created. So I'm going to press the Continue button, and it's going to take me to my backup files. If you scroll down, you'll see that there's a user private backup file area. As you can see, I have backed up a lot of files in here, mostly for populating the Alfresco server. But the one that I just created was this course iDesign, and so I'm just going to scroll off to the right-hand side, and the button I want to press is download. If you press that, it will download it to your local hard drive. I'm actually going to right-click on it and just choose Save Link As. The only reason I want to do that is because I want to specify where it's going to go. And in my case, I'm actually going to save this to our Alfresco server, so I'm going to put this under Moodle template courses, Division Office courses, and I'm even going to change a file name here. I don't want to save it as iDesign. I'm going to save that as expanding possibilities. And then I'll press save, and just like that, it is now saved to my hard drive. If you ever browse away from the screen and you want to be able to get back to it, it's actually very easy to do. So here, I'll just go back into my Moodle course. And now all I need to do is again browse down to my settings panel. And instead of pressing backup, which would actually create a new backup of this course, I'm just going to press restore, which incidentally is where I go if I want to recreate this course from scratch. But it does take me back there, and now you can see that my backup file is sitting there, so that if I want to back it up again, I can just press download and it'll save. As always, if you have any questions about this, do let me know. Also, if you're on the Moodle page, do take a look up at the top under Moodle support, and a Moodle year-end procedure document will be sitting there that you can download. I'll also be emailing that procedure to everyone as well. Again, give me a shout if you have any questions.